sleep. Yeah, we do it lobster. You rub it in your eyes and you go to sleep. Is he nuts? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Come on, are you nuts? That might bite ya.
He's got to be related to you. Because you all go crazy.
Oh my God.
Look at this.
Oh my God. You can't just be walking around out there with all those gators. It's nuts. They were right about this end of Orlando. The people are crazy here. Oh my God. You think that's a kitten?
This alligator right here is a pretty famous alligator. Right now it's on ESPN and CBS in a commercial for Sun Life Financial. Two guys that are traveling around North America trying to change everything to Sun Life whatever. They tried to change this to the Sun Life Bayou Alligator Farm in the commercial. This is the alligator I used inside that commercial, those two actors. You'll see the two actors on this palm tree right here, surrounded by a couple of alligators. It just so happens the handler that's handling the alligators in that commercial is the person inside the water right now with them. This right here is this alligator is a really good animal, very well handled, very well trained, very handleable animal. Her name happens to be Tang. Can you show off today, Tang? I have this.
I have my tetanus shot.
Nice job. Excellent. Good girl. Oh, wait a minute. I see why she's so mad this morning. Hold on 1 second. Bring that head up there for a second. Look at the size of that booger in that nose. Oh. Get the booger. You want it? All right. Couple of things about what you saw. First of all, A, don't try that at home. I am a professionally trained idiot. Second thing is really important that you realize that these alligators have gone through a ton of training. I've been working with this group of alligators for over a year in their operative conditioning training where I approach them certain ways and touch them certain ways. It allows me license to handle them in ways most people can't. What's really neat about working with these larger alligators is that people 10 years ago did not think they could be trained. Can they be trained? Obviously, these guys are very well trained. They're also very food motivated, but then again, so am I, so it works both ways. Here's one thing I gotta remind you guys though. These guys here have all been hand-fed in captivity. You notice how she didn't run away from me? Well, when you hand-feed alligators in the wild, guess what? You're training them to do the exact same thing that I train them to do here, which is come to humans as a source of food. One of the problems with that is my 20-year career, I've investigated 6 attacks on humans. All 6 attacks came back down to one thing. Alligators that have been hand-fed by folks. When you're here in the state of Florida, I know it's really cool to watch them feed. Believe me, I feed them every day. I know how cool it is. But don't do it in the wild. You endanger every single person that comes down to that bank after you. You know, the reality is a guy like yourself, you probably can outrun an alligator on land. What about the young lady that's next to you, to your left, and the mom of somebody even further? The reality is, usually doesn't work so well for them. Guys, here's the other thing. 100% of the time when you hand feed alligators in the wild, you kill the alligator. See, once the alligators start coming up on land, people freak out, and they should. Alligators are pretty dangerous.
Alligator wants to.
Once they come up on land, guys, once they come up on land, they send out a trapper. The trappers in our state are not paid by the state. They are only paid by meat and hide. So no matter what that guy tells you about the nice warm fuzzy place that animal's going, as soon as it leaves your property, it takes a 12-gauge slug right in the forehead. You know, my dad taught me a lot about handling animals when I was a kid. One of the most important things he ever taught me was this very simple phrase. You should never be the needless cause of an animal's death in the wild. I consider every one of those guys that get shot in the head pretty needless. Gotta be honest with you, I'm pretty much done risking my life for your entertainment at this point, so now you guys get to risk yours. You know why? I'm also your boat driver. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna head over the bridge, take a left, meet you at that dock. Let me go wash my hands and get my boots, and we'll get ourselves on that boat. Thank you guys for watching.